When we hear the term, end of the world, it often sparks images of apocalyptic disasters or extinction-level events. Whether it's religious prophecies, conspiracy theories, or even serious discussions about the consequences of climate change, we're usually talking about the end of our world, the human world. Climate change, for instance, has the potential to devastate the ecosystems that support human life and countless other species. But the Earth itself, the planet doesn't care whether it's hot, cold, alive, or barren. The destruction of our civilization is a tragedy for us, but for Earth, it's just another chapter in its 4.5 billion-year history. But what if we move beyond this idea? Could we go further and truly destroy a planet, not just life on it, but the physical planet itself? Is it possible for natural processes in the universe to obliterate an entire world? The answer is yes. Although highly unlikely, there are several cosmic phenomena that can theoretically destroy a planet. In this discussion, we'll explore how planets can be annihilated, what kinds of events could cause such destruction, and why this is more of a theoretical curiosity than a real concern. Rest assured, none of what we're about to describe is likely to happen to Earth. Let's start with the obvious. Humans are not capable of destroying a planet. Sure, with enough technology, we could theoretically render the Earth uninhabitable for life. But when it comes to physically obliterating a planet, scattering its material across space, that's far beyond our capabilities. Perhaps, in a distant future where science fiction becomes reality, we might develop the ability to dismantle planets for resources. However, natural cosmic processes are already capable of achieving this under specific conditions. The most straightforward way to destroy a planet is through a massive collision with another celestial body of equal or greater size. During the early days of our solar system, such events were not uncommon. In fact, one of the most significant events in Earth's history was a collision with a Mars-sized object, often referred to as Theia, about 4.5 billion years ago. This collision almost destroyed the young Earth and resulted in the formation of the Moon from the debris. However, even such a catastrophic event didn't completely destroy Earth. For a planet to be obliterated, it would need to collide with something as massive as itself, or even larger. For example, if Venus were somehow flung out of its orbit and smashed into Earth, the result could potentially destroy both planets. Fortunately, such a scenario is almost impossible. The planets in our solar system have, in the wider universe, though, the early stages of planetary systems are chaotic. Newly forming planets often collide, and some are completely destroyed in the process. This is a natural part of planetary evolution. Could a rogue planet, ejected from its own solar system, wander into ours and collide with Earth? In theory, yes. Astronomers have already identified rogue planets, planets that roam the galaxy without a host star. These planets are the remnants of chaotic planetary systems where gravitational interactions have flung them into interstellar space. However, the vastness of space makes such an event exceedingly unlikely. Even if a rogue planet passed near our solar system, the odds of it colliding directly with Earth are astronomically small. A planet's gravitational relationship with its star plays a critical role in its stability. If a planet were to stray too close to its star, or an extremely dense object like a black hole or neutron star, tidal forces could tear it apart. Tidal forces occur because gravity exerts a stronger pull on the side of a planet closest to the star than on the opposite side. Normally, these differences are negligible. But if a planet ventures too close to a massive object, the gravitational difference can stretch and ultimately rip the planet apart. This process, known as tidal disruption, is more likely to affect planets orbiting unstable systems or massive objects like black holes. However, for a planet like Earth, orbiting a relatively calm star like the Sun, this is not a concern. A planet's fate is ultimately tied to its star. In about 5 billion years, the Sun will exhaust its hydrogen fuel and begin to expand into a red giant. During this phase, it will engulf Mercury and Venus, and potentially Earth as well. Even if Earth avoids direct destruction, the intense heat and radiation will render it uninhabitable. After the red giant phase, the Sun will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a white dwarf, a dense, dim stellar remnant. Earth could continue orbiting this white dwarf, but it would be a cold, barren rock, devoid of life. Other stars, particularly massive ones, can end their lives in spectacular fashion. A supernova, for example, could obliterate nearby planets with its intense energy. The resulting neutron star or black hole could also disrupt planetary orbits, leading to tidal destruction. Gamma-ray bursts (GRBs) are the most powerful explosions in the universe, releasing as much energy in a few seconds as the Sun will emit in its entire lifetime. GRBs occur when massive stars collapse or when neutron stars merge. If a planet were unlucky enough to be within 100 to 200 light-years of a GRB and in its direct path, it could be completely vaporized by the intense radiation. Thankfully, no stars capable of producing a GRB are located near our solar system. Despite these destructive scenarios, planets are surprisingly resilient. Earth has survived countless asteroid impacts, mass extinctions, and even a massive planetary collision. It will likely endure for billions of years more, even after humanity is long gone. To truly destroy a planet, you would need an event of extraordinary magnitude, something that is, for all practical purposes, incredibly rare. The universe is vast, and while destruction is a natural part of cosmic evolution, it happens on timescales and under conditions that make Earth's destruction highly improbable in the near future. While it's fascinating to explore these scenarios, they are ultimately more theoretical than practical. Earth is not in immediate danger of being destroyed by cosmic forces, and humanity has plenty of time to address the challenges we face. So instead of worrying about the far-off destruction of our planet, let's focus on taking care of it while we can. After all, it's the only home we've got.